Car Flash Tundo in that Ford Fiesta Proto. We have Ishmael in the GC8. Clement in the hatchback GC8. This is Rallycross. That's how we roll. Open Class A. Engines revving. And there it goes. Oh, it looks like Clement gets a whole shot there in the GC8. But Ishmael takes him into the transition. Flash brings up the rear. But he looks like he's through on Musa already. Ishmael going like the clappers in that GC8. Oh, look at that oversteer. Mud, mud, and more mud. Evans goes on the inside. As you can see, Ishmael went wide. Evans came up on the inside, and he was through. So he's in the lead now, that hatchback GC8. Looked like he's adapted to the conditions quicker than most as he transitions from the dirt, or shall we say mud, onto the tarmac. It's like it's tiptoeing. Uh-oh, he stopped. Along comes Ishmael, round the outside, and he's back in front. It's all happening here. No need to wait for finals. Action is from the get-go. Rallycross Motorsport Kenya, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it's at. So Ishmael back in the lead. And we have Musa from Uganda in second position. And Flash up to third. Remember, he went to the first corner in last place. But you know this fellow, he's got no manners. Musa is a guest. Flash is just on him, like a flash. I'll tell you what his penalties will be, since he's in the Proto. Last time out at Machakos, he had to take the Joker twice, remember. I'll inform you on what they have hit him with this time. Oh, and he's up into second already, and he hasn't even taken the Joker. Sometimes it's just no substitute for experience, eh? So Ishmael in the lead in the GC8, Flash in the Proto, hot on his heels. I mean, it's looking like bumper to bumper. Remember, Flash went into the first corner in last place, and he's right on the tailpipes of Ishmael in that GC8. Musa, our guest from Uganda, third position. Not a bad showing on his first outing. And And Flash is through. Flash is in the lead, and he hasn't yet taken any joker. So it looks like somebody put some energy in his cornflakes this morning, because he's on a mission. Last place, second lap, and he's in first. Does he take the joker? He does not. He's lost the bumper. The cost of that car, that must be no joke. Flash there transitions onto the tarmac from the dirt, pulling a gap every corner he takes. Bumperless, rear bumper is off. Lost that on the hairpin. Looks like he doesn't mind. He's going quicker each lap. Maybe he's just reduced the weight. I must tell you, this Musa bloke from Uganda is putting up a good fight. He's in third, and he is closing the gap on Ismail. And it's a warm welcome to my lead announcer or commentator, Solo. How's it going, brother? Yeah, it's happening all happening from the get-go, Solo, you know. We had the girls, the ladies do 6 laps instead of 5. But hey, they'll count it back, and at the end of the 5th lap, they will take the winner. I think it was Maxine who won that round. And now we're in the Open Class A. Yeah, Flash started. He went into the first corner. He was in last place. And within 2 laps, he was in the lead. So Carl Flash Tundo in the lead and pulling a bigger and bigger gap as it goes by. He's now on the last lap, so barring a catastrophe, he takes this heat. Yeah, I think he's just got it dialed in from the get-go. So as Flash comes through onto the tarmac, and he comes to take the checkered flag. Open Class A, taken by Flash there. Welcome, Solo. Sorry, we had a bit of technical issues, but I think we're back. How you doing, brother? And welcome to Kasarani. Okay, so we haven't got Solo on yet. Technicians are working on it, so we can get him up online and we can work in tandem. But that heat taken by Flash Tundo.
I like the fact that he's done it from the back. Somehow he studied how everybody is driving and waited for his advantage on the straights, and he took them on. He, beautiful driving. He's finished without his rear bumper. I really like to know what happened to that. But as we've seen, there are few tires out there. It's extremely slippery, and it is nothing where you can assume that so-and-so has a better advantage or this particular car has a better advantage. So far, so good. It's a beautiful day out. The sun is out, and if you're not here, I don't know where you are, because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful event so far. We still have one car on the track, just going through his last lap. That must be Ismail. Yeah. Struggling a bit in the mud, but let's wait and see. It's still early in the morning.
You're right, Solo. You know, I think Flash must have been listening to some hip-hop songs before the event, because he came out, we started from the bottom, now we're here. But yeah, you know, the conditions are challenging, shall we say?
No,
I mean,
it's different. Let's
so
call it
much
different.
fun for viewing. I tell you that much.
It is.
But
And
I walked through the pits earlier.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, the conditions being what they were, I'd see teams cutting tires, you know, to space the knobblies more, to dissipate that mud quicker. But they haven't. And I tell you what, they're giving us a show of note.
I looked at what Maxine did with the last heat. She did not start at the front. Went round the first lap quite slow, and then picked on pace as she continued. They ended up doing 6 laps instead of the 5 laps they should have done.
So you're thinking this is a strategy now?
I'm beginning to believe it's a strategy. Go out there, check out how the stage is. Look out how everybody else started, because Jennifer started really strong. She led for the first 3 laps. And then Maxine took her on as soon as she spun out. All she did was waited for that speck of a second when she made a mistake. She slid off the track, and Maxine passed her, and that was it.
You're absolutely right there, Sono. Both heats have been won by the person who went into the last corner last. Now, it could be their strategy, or they just, from the back, watching the lines of the drivers in front of them, maybe for a lap, and then basically driving inside them.
As we see, Evans Kavisi has just finished the stage last. I think the car does not sound right. The GF8 does not sound like that. So I think something has happened, because Tinashe had it on the previous lap. She was also last in her category, much slower than everybody else. I'm hoping it's not an engine issue or a power issue, because that would be not a good way to start the day. But anyway, the car's gone back into the pits. Let's wait and see.
It would be catastrophic for the first heat of the day, and you know, the engine gives up the ghost. But you know, I think their service crew is tenacious enough. They'll probably get it going. But you're right. It did seem like it was struggling for the last couple of laps. Let's hope they can get it going and bring it back into tip-top shape, so that the competition doesn't suffer, so to speak.
Yeah, and the beauty about this particular sport is it allows us to grow and nurture new talent. From around 11-20, you should expect to see the Cubs. The Cubs are the youngest. The youngest and most promising drivers who are coming up. So you've got drivers from the young as the age of 11 coming up. We will be having those young kids coming in, and they're coming in with 2-wheel drive buggies. So I really do hope that the track has dried before then, because it's going to be extremely tough for them. Many of them have not driven in this much mud for a very long time, or ever. So it will be something new for many of them. But let's get to see. The beauty about this is it's all about seeing and believing when you see it. So let's wait for the next lap. We'll see how things go. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Betika Rallycross. It's happening here at Kasarani Stadium. So if you're looking for the place, it's behind the stadium. So don't go into the stadium. Go through the road that goes around from central glass round, and you'll find a large number of tents. As I said, there's enough food and drink for the entire family, so you don't need to carry anything. You don't need to pack anything special. Just your spirit of adventure. Maybe some wellings might be good if you're not very comfortable in stepping in mud, but it is well set up, well organized, and I think we should be having the next races in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, I see them lining up solo. This is the third heat of the day, and this is going to be interesting, because we've watched the first 2 heats, the 4-wheel drive turbos. Now we're into the 2-wheel drives, and we were saying earlier when we walked the track that 2-wheel drives are going to find it more challenging, shall we say?
Yes, very much.
So let's see how it goes.
I can see Neil Gohil getting his car ready. Remember, he blew his engine during the Guru Nanak rally, so he had to fit in a new one. So let's see how this is the first race this particular car will be doing with the new engine. But ladies and gentlemen, this event would not have been possible without our sponsors. We've got Betika, Aquamis, Cabra Stop Fry, NCBA Bank, we've got Kenchik, we've got Africa Eco Services, JCB Ganatra, who've made it possible for us to prepare these tracks. We've got Casks and Barrels, events powered by SPS Power, Wilken Group, Avenue Healthcare, the Safari Company, Live Eye, and Events Africa.
Okay, yes, we are at the Kasarani Safari Park. As Solo has explained to you where to come. If you've watched WRC, same area, am I correct?
Yes, very true. What's mark on the road, you can't miss us. We'll just look for the two extremely handsome young gentlemen. That would be us. And ladies and gentlemen, I can't hear you.
Okay, so the results of that round, Open Class A, Carl Tundo first, Musa Segabwe, our guest from Uganda, came in second, Ishmael Azeli third, and Evans Kavisi fourth. That was, I think, the GC8, the hatchback that Solo was suspecting has a problem. So, Solo?
Yep, I can see that we have got 3 cars lined up for this particular race. I can see Neil Gohil. We'll quickly look at that. Just give me 2 minutes to confirm these names for you.
Neil is there, yes, you're right. Samir is there in his Golf.
Yes.
And I think we have Yusuf in the buggy.
That's going to be interesting. Neil Gohil is driving Fritz. This is a manual 2-wheel drive, non-turbo. This is as basic as the Tundo comes. And it's nice to see that there's a mix in this particular category. You've got some of the newer vehicles and some of the older ones. I'm considering the Fitz one of the new ones. However, it's not as new as you expect. Beauty about it all is the simple fact that they're racing and they're in the same category. So let's get to see how this goes.
Yes, you're right there. That is the old spec Fitz. But I think he's got a bit of a hotter engine in there. We have Samir in his Golf. That's a Golf 2. Both front-wheel drive. Now,
yes,
Solo,
actually,
the
yes.
buggy is rear-wheel drive. So we've got 2 front-wheel drives and a rear-wheel drive. Let's see how that pans out. What do you think?
I'd rather have a rear-wheel drive than a front-wheel drive. But you know what? Let's get to see how this goes, because the rear-wheel drive packs a punch, but it's a bit tail-happy.
Okay, so there's a bet here, ladies and gentlemen. The commentators bet. Solo is going for the rear-wheel drive buggy. And to be fair, traction, ex-driver, front-wheel drive for me. So let's see how it goes.
Aye.
It's drinks on the loser. How's that?
Sounds good. I'm sure about that. So what they're doing right now, as we wait to get the cars ready, we have one car that was left on the track. That's the car that has been driven by, that's Hamza's car actually. Yes. Yes. That's actually quite good. Now, let me just quickly take you through some of the categories so you just get a good understanding of what we have to say. Let's talk about the Cubs first, because they're some of our promised drivers who come. So we've got Karen Wheelwood, right? We've got Karen Wheelwood, right? We've got Cheche Ababu, Ian Bengi, Alan Bengi, Tau Manene, Yuk Rob Rabwood, and then we have Tommy Katten. And in the RX two-wheel drive, and that's the category that we have right now, we've got Samir Nandi, we've got Aman Ganatra, Nilko Hill, Joseph Sardinia, we've got Stephen Boshi, we've got Joseph Gacheshe, we've got Asfar Abdul Malik, we've got Ron Oakley, and Yusuf Master. And then we had the RX Open class that we had a couple of minutes ago. That was Carl Tundo, Ismail Azeli, Clement Marini, Musa Segabwe, sorry. And then we have Murago Waikwa, Mohamadi, and Evans Kabisi. We have time for the next category. Front-wheel drive takes it. Neil Gohil in the lead, but for how long? The buggy sounds like an auto. Oh, but he has taken the lead. Oh, he is in the lead.
So the buggy's gone through, has he?
Yep. Neil in second position, Samir in third position.
Oh no, I'm fixing to lose a bet here.
Oh.
You know, it's funny, you know,
this is
the
nice.
whole shot, all the third round in a row.
Very good driving right there. I think the track has begun to dry out a bit. So
there is a dry line,
Yeah.
you're right. You know, the trick is to stick on it.
Yeah. And the previous drivers were dancing all over the track, so let's hope that corner has dried up a bit. Yep, it has.
Let me hear this buggy a bit first.
And the beauty about the buggy, it actually has a windscreen with a wiper, a functioning wiper actually. Extremely well on the straights.
You're right, it's got like a CVT gearbox in it.
Yeah, man. Now remember, Neil Gohil is a current motorsport winner. He won this particular category last week. The entire season, he won the race of the day, and he won the entire season. That buggy looks like it's on steroids.
Yeah, he's going well. He's not too
nice,
sideways
very
as well.
Watch it.
A little bit there, but he's got a comfortable enough lead.
Neil is struggling a bit there in the mud.
He is, and Samir is creeping up on him.
Yep.
Nobody as yet has taken the Joker, am I correct?
No, I haven't seen anyone go through the Joker yet. Samir is actually trying to take on Neil. Let's see, will he make it? Oh, very smart of Neil. I don't think he meant to do that,
Yeah,
but
but he positioned his car well, did he not? Oh, Samir's overcooked
Samir
it.
he cannot see. Oh,
Yeah, I can see his wiper washer is not working there,
Yep.
so his wipers are going, but it's just wiping mud off that screen.
it's just it's spreading the mud across the screen, which is not any better. But oh, that buggy. There's something at that buggy.
And all that, shall I say, argument between Neil and Samir is allowing the buggy to clear off in the distance.
He's actually built up a 200-meter lead between him and the next contestant, and he's comfortably in the lead. I think if I was him, I'll take the Joker right now comfortably, knowing that no one is anywhere close to me.
You're right, you know, I would take it now. But he can also build up his lead even further.
Yep. Very, very well calculated lines.
Yeah, I think that corner, that hairpin in the mud there, that Samir miscalculated, has now opened a gap between him. Neil has opened a gap to Samir. His windscreen looks like it's clear now, but he isn't clear air, is he not?
He's picking up on Neil. Buggy has chosen his lines extremely carefully, picking most of the dried up sections of the route, not lifting his foot off the accelerator, out through the straight.
It's interesting, you know, on the buggy, that's the rear wheel drive. You expect him to be hanging it out. He's very clean. You know, he's going in at a sedated speed and coming out. Oh, I spoke too soon. Commentators curse. He spins the buggy, but he's got a big enough lead, so maybe he was just giving us a show. What do you think?
No, look at the distance. He's increasing the distance between him and the rest of the contestants. Neil is trying to catch up. Every time Samir comes close to his bumper, he takes off on the straights and leaves in a tail of dust. So right now we still have Samir in third position. I can see he's really trying to catch up, but will he make it? I'm sure he's just waiting for one small mistake from Neil so he could take advantage of it. Maxine has done it in the past. Carl did it in the previous lap. Can he do it in this round?
Oh, I don't know, Solo. I don't know. The gap is widening. And that Vitz on the straights has got a bit of oomph, eh?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. If you told me it had...
Again, he did not stick on the dry line.
No. Samir is trying too hard, I think.
That's
now,
costing him, eh?
Yeah. Unfortunately, trying too hard and not using the right tactic. The buggy has spun out yet again. Same corner, second time he's done this.
I think he's just having fun now.
Yeah,
he's got a big enough lead.
I mean, look how far the distance is between him and the next. It's now 200 or about what, 500 or 600 kilometers? I mean meters.
Hey, it was kilometers. What
Oh.
we're doing here. But yeah, he's got an unassailable lead. You know, bar catastrophe. He's won. He's on his last lap.
Yep.
And I think take out that corner that he keeps spinning on. Everywhere else, he's got this track covered.
Locked
He
it
stays
down.
in his
Look at
nine line.
his-
Okay, there. It's a bit tricky, but
Yeah,
he's
but
got
he's
a
gone
big
back
enough
onto the
lead.
try.
Maybe he's just testing out the boundaries of the track, seeing that he's got such a good lead.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And
It looks like he's actually just having fun now.
I'm telling you,
Let's see, the distance between Samir and Neil is increasing
it
also.
is increasing. You're right, and they're both on their last lap.
Neil keeps on slowing at the first turn into the gravel. I mean, there's a bit of a corner there that was giving people a bit of a jump. Samir gets in faster into that corner. However, once the buggy, the Vitz gets onto a dry straight, it's gone.
So you're saying the secret of the day is slow in, fast out, yeah?
Yep. And the buggy is
You heard
coming
it
in
from
for his
Solo,
win.
people. If you know how to drive this track,
Yeah,
slow
there
in,
he
fast
goes
out.
again. Same thing.
He did it again. He did it again.
I actually believe he's having fun. Just too much fun this time.
He's just giving
He's
us
comfortable
a
in his lead and he takes this particular stage. Beautiful driving.
checkered flag it is for the buggy. It's very short, that thing, eh?
Yeah, I would love to know what engine he's running.
Yeah,
A
we'll
lot
get
of
that
the
info
buggies
to
are
you
running.
later. Solo is curious as to what motor the buggy is running because he's pulled a gap like you cannot believe. So well done. Who's driving that buggy, Solo? Is that Yusuf?
Yes, and the beauty about what he's done so far, he's actually just stamped his authority on this particular category. Just trying to let everybody know that yes, I am here, and you need to recognize I am a contender for this category. So you all better be prepared. That's Yusuf Pastor.
You are so correct. He is the hair. Catch me if you can.
Neil Gohil takes it in second position. Third position taken by Samir Nanji in his Golf. This is the two-wheel drive RX category coming to an end as Samir drives past the checkered flag. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in, welcome. This is Betika Rallycross. It's happening here at the Kasarani Stadium. Remember, this event has been brought to you by Betika, Aquamis Capras, Top Fry, NCBA, Kencheck, Africa Eco Services, JCB Ganatra. They actually did the preparation for the entire track, and if you were here yesterday to see how much work there was to be done, they have done a brilliant job. We have got Africa Eco Services, we've got Casks and Barrels, events powered by SPS Power, Wilken Group, Avenue Healthcare, who are taking care of any emergency response that we might require. We've got the Safari Company, Live Eye, and Events Africa. On the mic, we've got your best friend from across the continent. We've got Logan with me this afternoon or this morning. It is only 9:56. Still plenty of time for you to make it down here to Kasarani. I am Solo, and I think it will be a good thing to mention that it's unfortunate that we don't have one of our brothers with us this time. I'm sitting in his space today, trying to fill into the big shoes that he left behind. But you know what? We're all doing this for Sean, for wherever he is. May the good Lord keep his soul in eternal peace.
I do believe he's looking down on us, Solo. Late great.
And I'm sure he just called me at what?
May his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
if you're just joining us, I'm here with my lead announcer, Solo, and myself, Logan, and we're here to the team event juniors. Now here, I must tell you, we have Rajveer Tethi, Hamza Anwar, John Gacheche, and Ismail
Azeli.
And we have another visitor, and I must tell you, Solo, this is my grandnephew from Zambia, 14 years old, Seth Gomes.
Are you serious?
Son to the outgoing African rally champion, Leroy. He's never done a rallycross. He drives an Evo 9 back home. Can you imagine? 14 years old.
14 years old in an Evo 9.
Yeah, it's not much like because it's giving the old man a headache back home.
And
he's never done rallycross. He's very nervous. He's never been, door-to-door racing. But let's see how he does.
And if it's a chip off the old block, then I believe he should be as good as his dad is. It's interesting to see Rajveer Tethi is in the lead right now, going through the chicane. Doesn't lift off his brakes, so it means he's very strategic with his lines. I only saw that with Carl and what's her name, Maxine Mohammed. Maxine was not lifting off the accelerator. Everybody else who actually went through the chicane kind of lifted off. Some slowed down completely, but you see that he's still trying to build early advantage. Track seems much drier than it was in the first round.
He's drying. Well, Solo, we've got, like you said, Rajveer Tethi in the lead in that GC8, but there's a naughty fellow right on his hindside. It's the problem child, as we call him, and I might add, it's Hamza Anwar, and he is just being crowned two-time Africa Junior Rally Champion. How's that?
It's interesting. Seth is in the last position as we speak. If I'm not wrong, we should have... this particular car. The Betika car at this point in time is in third position. Rajveer is still building up on his lead, but quick on his heels. That corner, there are a couple of jumps in this towards the end of before they hit the tarmac. And a lot of mud has moved from the last corner onto the tarmac, so getting up onto the straight on the tarmac is not exactly the easiest, but that's the only place you can actually build up enough pace to leave a distance to you at the next place.
Oh, Rallycross, Solo. It's a slippery slope we live in. But I love it.
I'm looking up into the clouds in the heavens above, and I do hope that the clouds can actually hold on to their contents, at least for today. Give the contestants a chance to drive on the dry.
Oh, you see that?
Yes.
That was Hamza going in hot. What did we say earlier? Slow in, fast out.
Yes.
And you see he got bogged down. That's just the mud. Rajveer takes... Oh, I thought he was taking the Joker there. He just looked wide on that one. He did not take the Joker. And, Hamza is stopped on track. Yeah, we don't know what the problem is there.
Let's see how that goes. John Gacheche trying to power out of the corner. No. Slow down. Nearly came to a stop. Yellow flag. I can't really see what seems to be the problem.
Okay, so the cars stopped on track. Off they go again. They just had to basically negotiate the latest chicane. That was Hamza's car. Now we have John and Seth, neck and neck. Let's see what they do here. Seth goes inside. He's going to drive out. He does get a bit of drive out. He doesn't take the jump. I think John walkabout.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went on safari then.
We took a walkabout. But if you ask me,
but it's that just through. So our 14-year-old guest from Zambia is now up to third, am I correct?
Yep, he's in third position.
Yeah, it looks like he's also getting to know the track.
Yeah, I think the more laps they get, the more comfortable they get in the track. And with that, they get to do their laps much faster. We can see Hamza's car has stalled, if I'm not wrong. And I think that's the reason for the yellow flag that we saw early on. I believe we'll get some clips of that later. But right now...
so much understeer for Seth. He's got it going again.
Okay, that's
that
good.
Corner he was catching the buggy out.
Yeah.
Every lap in the last heat.
I think
caught Seth out here.
This entire event is about your line. If you get your lines right, then you're good.
Done for this heat.
And that's such a powerful engine. such a beautiful car. Very well maintained. But anyway, I think the task now is on the mechanics to keep the car back on, get car back on the road. Redfield is comfortably in the lead.
Something can get it going. Has he taken?
Team Betika might have to do something about their front bumper.
Good line by Seth. Good drive out.
Yep.
John is on his heels. So
Let's
they're
see
having
how-
their grand old battle.
And John is also going to be a very stubborn driver. It's hard to shake off. Very fast on the straights. Let's see if he'll catch up.
Right, there is a few jumps there, you know.
Now all the cars, Benjamin is actually catching up with them, just about to overlap them. He's 100 meters behind everybody. John spins out on the tarmac of the tarmac, and here he is trying to catch up with will he make it? No, he doesn't make it past him. Redfield is quick on their heels. I hope he doesn't overlap them. Yeah. Ah, better lines. Oh, look how tail happy Redfield is. He's spun out of the corner. Let's see how it goes.
Seth and John here having a grand old battle.
Redfield has finished.
Oh, there goes John on the inside.
Does he make it?
Seth gets better traction out.
Oh, John is not giving him a break.
Redfield is done.
Yep.
He has taken the checkered flag.
Used a very good lead, comfortably.
So it's
That
all
has
about
helped
who
him.
comes second here. Seth Gomes and John.
Can he shake off John just long enough to get to the checkered flag?
Well, I'll tell you what, he's not going away.
No. John is quick on his heels, not giving him a single second to breathe.
Yeah, and the young man is holding his own.
He's doing it
Yeah,
very
he's
well.
keeping his nerve.
Let's see if he can get, if he can actually control him and keep him behind him through
John
this
goes
entire
wide,
straight.
trying another tactic.
There it is. Let's see.
Oh,
Does
it's
John
gonna
get
be
him?
Close.
Nope. He doesn't have enough
Close,
juice under the hood.
Solo. What do you say, Solo? Ah,
Seth
he's pulled
takes
the
it.
gap.
I don't think John has enough juice to take him on the straights.
Yeah, it looks like he's short shifting as well. It sounds that way.
Yeah.
You know?
He's
Seth goes
accepted
to his
to
nemesis
take.
corner. He does it properly this time.
Beautiful. Try to imagine that. 14 years old.
14 years old. Four-wheel drive turbo. Seth Gomes, ladies and gentlemen, second in that heat.
We've got John Gacheche in third in that heat. That was actually quite good driving from both of them. Kept the cars on the track. We've had a beautiful run. I think apart from
And it's so much fun solo when there's, you know, there's always a bit of, you know, a battle here and a battle there, but it's lovely when you get that, there's two drivers,
Yeah.
middle of the field, and they're having it out, you know?
a while ago, just as I was coming back into the truck, I found Maxine talking to Baldi. There's something, there could be something about this car. And hopefully, when we get back to our team in the pits, we could actually get to find out a bit more about what happened to the car. You can see Hamza trying to explain something, and that conversation between him and Maxine right now, I'd really love to get my ear on that.
Yeah, Maxine's there. It is her car, isn't it?
Yep.
So she must be giving him some pointers of what to do
So-
or what could be the problem.
Yeah.
Not the best rally shoes there by Maxine, wouldn't you say? Wellington
plasticky.
boots, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. So this is going to be a very interesting category coming up next. So we'll take you through some of the vehicles that we can see lining up.
I can see a Levin. I'm excited.
I'm excited to see a different Golf. That just means that Samir is not the only one. We've got the two-wheel drive Toyota Run-X that's going to be coming up. We've got the what do you call this? This is not the Alex. What
No,
is that?
that's the newer shape Vitz. It's
The
Ron
Aris.
Oakley's.
Yes, that's the JCB Ganatra. We can see the safety team trying to hold Hamza to safety. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, they'll have to take that car off track before
And
they
I
can
know how
start the next
competitive
heat.
Hamza is.
Yeah, he's not impressed.
No.
He's sitting in the car. He's not getting out. Helmet's off. Gloves are off. And I do not think he's impressed at all. Bear in mind, he's just been crowned second-time African Junior Rally Champion. Results are in, Solo. Take us through them.
Now, in first position, we have Red Hill Fethi, we have Seth Gomez, 14 years old, and then third, we have John Cardivani. I think it was a beautiful run. Good hits, and next we have got a very interesting category, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, just quickly letting you know some of the teams that we have. We've got the RX Cubs, RX two-wheel drive, and then the RX Open, and then we've got the RX team category. So 4 different categories, 4 different reasons for you to come on down and make sure that you're part of this event. Do not miss out on it. Here are the highlights. You see, Redville had a very good start, took off quite fast, quite well, and he maintained that lead all through his heat. He was very clean on his and technical on his cornering, very fast on the straights. We had Hamza was very quick on his back. And if you were with us last time, you did notice the competition between Redville and Hamza. Redville kept coming out to congratulate Hamza every time they finished a race. They talked a lot and they helped each other. They discussed the corners, what the challenges were, how to get in and out of the cornering. So he's improving with time. Remember, he's also quite a young driver.
How old is he?
This is when John just decided to go walk about. He said, you know what, I don't need a track. I can take my own.
Yeah, give us some entertainment.
Yeah. And there
so
he is.
you were saying
the
the young driver in the GC8. His name is
Redville Fethi.
Redville Fethi. How old is he?
I don't think he's a day old, over 20, 21, if I'm not wrong.
Wow.
Some
the future's bright.
Yeah, some
Right. The question for you, Rajveer, is that the first round that the whole shot winner won the round?
Funny enough, sorry not to answer your question first, but he also blew his engines during the previous event. But ladies and gentlemen, remember this event has been brought to you by Aquamist, Betika. We've got Duma, we've got Standard Group Limited, we've got USN, Live Eye, Ferrari, Africa Eco Services, Canacho JCB, NCBA Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, Aquamist have kept us refreshed all through this, and we've got our title sponsor, Betika. On ground, we've got lots of food from Kenchik and many others, so come on down and check it out yourself. We also have Wilken, who will make sure that we are communicating with each other. This live broadcast has been brought to you by Live Eye, so check us out live on the Facebook pages and the social media handles. Get to find out more about this event. It's the last Rallycross for the year. It's been a beautiful year, and all I can say is you just need to be here to be part of what is happening. What we're going to do is leave you with some of the highlights and what's happening on the track ahead of the next races.
Okay, Solo, I see lining up. I see. What's it going to be this time? It's the two-wheel drives. You see Ron Oakley in his newest spec Vitz. Who else do we have there? We have Jose Sardinia in his newly built, purpose-built for Rallycross Golf 1. He brought it in from South Africa.
Wait. Jose sold the taxi.
Well, you know, to be fair, the taxi was actually owned by Tim. Tim and Flash. That was the entry-level car to show people that you can drive with a standard car. Now he's got his own. He's brought this in. Remember, he does drive that Pajero in rallies. Now he's got this Golf 1, brought it from South Africa. They say it's quick, we have to see. Ron Oakley there, the grand old man, in his Vitz. Who else do we have there?
We also have Aman Ganatra in the JCB Vitz, as you mentioned earlier on. Then we've got the old school Levin, rear wheel drive, that's Asfar. Who's going to be driving that. We've got Steven and we've got Jose Sabini. So this is going to be very interesting. This should be about 5 cars on the track as we speak. I think they're just trying to align the vehicles better.
Yeah.
And in the back you can see.
You just said it. Asfar Abdul Malik in a rear-wheel drive Levin. Hello, Mr. Solo. Rear-wheel drive versus front-wheel drive. Are we doing another bet?
If I'm not wrong, is this the AE86?
It looks it. Yeah, I don't know what engine he's got in it now, but it is the model AE86. Yeah. Yes, sir. There were Group A cars in there.
And these are what you call them, very classic vehicles. I mean, a collector's item to date, especially in countries like Japan where they love drifting. So, if well built, this is a weapon. And I think he's brought it up for the right battle. It's a rallycross. Let's just see how his race against the champions will be.
I think you tiptoed around my question. There's two-wheel drives and a
Yep.
rear-wheel drive. Are we going through it again?
Let's do this.
So your money's on the
Rear-wheel
rear-wheel drive.
drive.
Okay,
Yes.
front-wheel drive is mine. Dear Lord, let's hope I can win one.
Let's get to see. I already have a round. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in, welcome again to the last edition of this year's Betika Rallycross. It's a beautiful day out. The sun is out. Mud has dried up. Course is looking much better, and we're just getting lined up for the next heat. It's not. Wait. What's happened? Aman Ganatra is getting pulled out already. Towed out.
Really?
Yeah, there he is.
No, that's Ron's.
Ron.
That's Ron's. Oh, no.
This is Aman Ganatra, yeah.
Oh, no.
He's a very good driver. He
Oh, that's a shame.
did
So we're
extremely
down to
well
three
last
cars
week.
in this heat now, Solo.
Wow. We're down to 4 cars. Three. Yeah. It's wow. Okay.
So, because they're very similar, those two pieces of Aman's and Ron.
Yes.
That is Aman's that's been told of.
That's a man being
So
told out.
Ron
Yeah.
is still online.
Yes. So
That's a shame.
yeah, man.
He drove to the line, he drove well. I mean, it sounded fine.
Let's hope it's something small, something that the mechanics can sort of real quick and
I hope so. Nothing more disheartening than the first race of the day, and before you get into it, the car says,
maybe hapana taka race today. But anyway, let's get to see how this is going to go on, ladies and gentlemen.
So who's left? Who's left there, Solo?
So at this point in time, we still have 3 drivers. We've got Ron Oakley, we've got a man who just left. So we have Asfa Abdul Malik and then Jose Satinia. So how and who's going to do best in this is something we have to wait and see.
So who are we missing? It's supposed to be 5 cars.
Stephen is missing and Aman has left.
Just left the
Yeah.
middle.
Let's hope everybody can get their cars up and
Yeah,
running.
let's
Just
hope
to
he
give me
comes back.
something
And
small.
also that N10 of team of Hamza and Maxine. Hope they can fix that one as well.
Funniest thing is, gremlins will follow you to any event. Gremlins come and pop up at a time when you least expect it. So the beauty is the service pack. Everybody has very capable teams who can quickly diagnose what the problem is and get it fixed. Many of them come with loads of spare parts, so we just hope that they have all the right parts. And then, seeing that we're not too far out of town, it's easy for you to dash to wherever it is, River Road, wherever you get your spares or your garage, and have them brought back as fast as possible.
True that, but that's only if you've got issues in the rally. But what's the secret? Pre-rally Solo?
Preparation.
Preparation.
I think it actually is 80% of a race. If you've got your car well prepared, then you tend to have a better race, knowing that you're not going to have a breakdown. And look at all the drivers who properly prepare the cars. They rarely break down. They'll do extremely well throughout the races, and it's easy to maintain it from that point in time.
Yeah, you're right, but in their defense, people, you guys are racing every other weekend, I believe. Cross was last week.
Half these cars were out on Sunday last week.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not much time.
No. Actually, funny enough, I just found out that from the Cubs group, we had, right now we've got Jose Sardinia, Stephen Boshi, and Asfa Abdul Malik. So those are the drivers that we have in the RX 2-wheel drive B. Gitao Munene changed his engine from 1000cc to a 1500 manual, so he's moved off the auto. He's not even had a chance to test it because they just finished the car last night.
What vehicle is that?
That's a buggy.
It's a buggy.
Yes, but
so he would be in what class?
So he'll be in the Cubs. The Cubs event is going to be very interesting. A lot of the drivers have moved on up and bumped up their engine. Rupa is driving a different buggy from what he ordinarily does. So it's going to be very, very interesting as we go into that race. But ladies and gentlemen, the race is off and we have Jose Sardinia in first position. Good takeoff there.
I think that is Afzar, and it's a Runnex.
Yeah.
So we're missing Ron and Aman
Yes.
in their Vitzes.
It's unfortunate.
So what we have here is Jose in his Golf. Who else do we have?
Stephen Boshi in the Runnex.
Stephen Boshi in the Runnex.
And Abdul Malik in the Levin.
Afzar in the Levin. So it's a 3-horse race. Did you see there who got the whole shot? It was Jose, the grand old man in his newly built Golf.
He said it's fast, and he said he knows how to go about it. So let's see if that gets him through. Steve Boshi is extremely clean with his driving. If you've noticed, you'll rarely find his car with any bumps or scratches. Very technical on his corners. Let's see if that helps him today. Front wheel drive against the rear wheel drive. Front wheel drive seems to be chewing a bit of dust, but let's see how they do on the straights.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned in, front wheel drives in the front, rear wheel drive at the back. I just might win my first bet with Solo here.
In my defense, we only have one more rear wheel drive. As far trying to catch up.
Yeah, but she sounds good, eh?
Yeah, sounds good, but still doesn't sound like there's enough horses under that hood.
Fair.
Sardinia is all out. He has really prepared this car.
Yeah, it's got a close ratio box, I can hear it. And it's got some oomph.
Rob Gow must have done a really good job on this one.
Yeah, and you can see people, the track is drying. They have a lot more traction. I mean, the four-wheel drives in the beginning couldn't find traction there. The two wheels are finding traction, so the track is drying up. There is a dry line. Let's see how Jose goes into this hairpin. It'll tell us something.
The Levin is struggling around the bends there. Jose Sardinia looks comfortable in the lead right now. I'd like to see when he chooses to go through the Joker.
Yeah, and they're staying on the dry line and now Solo. They've seen it, they've gauged it.
Yep.
They've got their strategy.
Steve Bosch is trying to catch up with Jose, but Jose is taking off on the straights. Once he hits the tarmac, he's gone.
Yeah, Steve is keeping him honest though, eh?
Yeah.
I must say.
This will get quite competitive towards the 4th and 5th lap. As far trailing at the back, but still pushing on quite strong.
Tail happy as always.
Yep. That's what the rear wheel drive does for you.
That's how they roll.
They'll keep on drift no matter what.
You heard it. Next career for Solo. He's going solo.
Jose Sardinia into the corner. Clean and out.
But you know,
Steve
you're right,
Boshi.
that Golf is quick on the straights.
Oh, very.
You know, they're competitive with each other when they're in the corners and the mud, but once he gets on that tarmac, he checks out.
Is there something about the cars that Jose brings to the races? Always impeccably built. As you said, your race is won fast in the workshop. How you prepare the car, what spares you put and what you look into it and how much you spend on it. This might look like an old car, but it's extremely well built. So far, so good. We've not seen any signs of any weaknesses. Steve Boshi was using his car last week, so he's on the tracks and it's still doing quite well. Jose has managed to put a bit of distance between him and Steve. And on the straights, yeah, can't catch up. Not this time. Abdul Malik is trying to catch up a bit. Still a bit of distance between him and Steve Boshi, but
that VVTI hit the rev limiter. Yeah, he means business. He doesn't want to stay in second. He wants to catch up and take first. But Jose has other plans.
I think there's something I've learned from Jose and the vehicles that he's been using in the past, that sometimes you really don't have to spend much to get a good car into this, and you can actually use a basic car. The car that they used from Team was an ordinary Toyota Camry that they just came up, 1800cc, stick shift, running on Monroe shock absorbers. Everything was standard. All they had was the roll cage and his safety gear. The safety harness and the seats were rally spec, but he did not spend too much car on this car, too much money on the car. And as we can see, he's performing extremely well. And even this particular car, you don't have to break the bank to do this. And that's the beauty about Rallycross. It gives you the opportunity for you to come and race against the same type of drivers that you'd ordinarily race in different events, but at a fraction of the price. Jose Sardinia in the lead, comfortably in the lead. As you can see, no one in his frame. Steve Boshi just hitting the straight. I think this should be the last lap, if I'm not wrong. Let's get to see if they lift the checkered flag. As for Abdul Malik, third position, still going strong, never say die. The oldest car on the track so far.
Yeah, he's holding his own. But as Solo just mentioned, for anybody out there who's aspiring to enter off-road motorsport, look, if you're going to modify your car for serious power, it is an advantage. But the more standard you leave it, the more reliable the vehicle is. You do not have to break the bank.
I'm listening to the engine on that Runex, and it sounds good. Redlining it all through.
2ZZ, baby, 1800 VVTi. That thing screams to about 8,000. It sounds very nice, eh?
Very, 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 very nice. And there we got Jose coming back into the frame. Just about to do the last, second last corner before he hits up straight.
I think it should be an 1800 or 2 liter in that Golf, but it is an 8 valve. As Jose passes us on the
very good lines, if you
on the
notice.
straight, he has got very good lines. Yeah. He has got a big lead. They are on their last lap, all of them.
As for Abdul Malik, just about to finish, get onto the straight. Jose wins this race, closely followed by Stephen Boche.
Yeah, a perfect outing, first outing I might add for the Golf 1, prepared by Rob Sport, Rob Gao. In case you interested, he does prepare a number of competition cars. This time he's prepared Jose Sardinia's Golf 1, and it's just taken its first win on its first outing.
He spins out on that corner, gets him out. So
rear-wheel drive. He was trying. He was trying. Anyway, he's kept the car in one piece, and he comes third.
Yep. Two-wheel drives, front-wheel drives take this race.
So basically, what are we saying? We cancelled out our bet. It's
No.
Nobody's buying yet.
You buy, I buy. We still have to have those drinks.
Oh,
so we're sticking to that.
So I have to change some money then, isn't it?
Yeah. In the frame right now, we can see Carol Mindo and Tinashe just going through some of a quick conversation. It's nice to see that Tinashe is still the first time when we're here. Anyway, quickly, the results. So Jose Sardinia in first position, Stephen Bosch in second position, Asfar Abdul Malik in third position. That is the end of this heat. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be bringing you a bit more information from what's happening in the pits, what the drivers are saying about the stages, what they've experienced, how they feel about it, and much, much more. Just give us a few minutes to set up. The weather is now behaving, so we can now pull out all the rack cables and get everything ready.
Yeah, it was nice there. So that shot of the ladies chatting to, that was Baldy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He must have giving them some pointers. You know.
I love the camaraderie amongst the drivers. Old, young, you'd not know any difference. They talk a lot, they share a lot, and they ask for advice. The older drivers are offering the younger drivers a lot of advice, so it's really good. And ladies and gentlemen, remember this event has been... Oh, here are the highlights for the event. As you can see, Jose had it from the beginning, took off, and managed to box out Stephen Boshi. Once he got into the lead, that was it. There was no way he was going to be overtaken.
That's
very comfortable, good lines, no mistakes whatsoever. Unfortunately, the Levine did not have... Okay. We got to see something there.
Was that Rob?
That was Rob.
Rob, you naughty boy.
I hope there are no kids watching.
I'm telling you, it's a family it's a family show. Rob, go.
Oh,
keep your bits to yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, this event has been brought to you by NCBA, Aquamest, Kenchik, Betika, Africa Eco Services, Live Eye, Wilken Group, JCB Ganatra. We have SPS Power. We've got Cox and Barrels. We've got Avenue Healthcare. We've got Top Fry, Cabras. We've got Events Africa, and we have the Safari Company. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RX Motorsports.
Yeah, it's warming up. It's warming up, both weather-wise and track racing-wise, Solo. They're not disappointing us, these competitors. They're giving us a show of note.
I'm really beginning to enjoy the competition that's also building up. When these guys go out there, I wish you understood how much tension there is in that car, because a lot of bets have been placed. And I think being sponsored by Betika, a lot of people will be placing their bets. But a lot of the drivers have conversations before the event, and everybody wants to beat the other. No one wants to lose. And then the way they've mixed the teams. Remember, we still have the team races. We still have the what you call it, the older, more mature, more seasoned drivers will be coming in.
Legends.
A lot of us call them the veterans, but we call them the legends. So we'll have Asad Anwar, we'll have Charan, we'll have Ron Oakley, we'll have Flash Tundo, we'll have Bob Kauki. It will be very interesting to also see that we'll have, let me see, the Cubs will have Karamvir, Ian Bengi, Cheche, and Gitao, all placed in one category, very different from how they're normally placed during the Rallycross. And then the team champions will have Leroy Gomez, Eric Bengi, Baldev Chaga, Evans Kavizi, and Andrew Wanyoike for Team Betika.
There you have it. All the competitors for the first round of heats. We await, as Solo has just informed us, for the team event legends.
As we can see, as the drivers get in, we now have Ron Oakley taking to the wheel. So let's give it a couple of seconds. Let's get the drivers in their positions and see how the rest of the event continues. Ladies and gentlemen, and as you can see, we have the legends on the track right now. We've got Bob Kahugi on the extreme left with the yellow Betika. We've got Ron Oakley in the red Subaru. We've got Charan Thethi in the white GC8. And in the fourth vehicle, ladies and gentlemen, we have
Hassad Anwar.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a great race and it's going to be a beautiful day so far. The sun is out, the clouds are clearing up, the ground has dried and so has the track. And ladies and gentlemen, they're off. Who? Okay. Charan is in the
that
lead.
GC8 doesn't play, yeah?
Does not play.
It's got some power.
Ron
Whole
Oakley in
shot.
second.
Charan Thethi, whole shot in the GC8.
Bob Kahugi in third. Okay. They're not joking this time.
That shocked you, didn't it?
Yeah.
one in 12, 2 in 10s, a GC8, and the GC8 takes it on the whole shot.
The GC8 still looks like the better prepared vehicle out of the four.
You think so?
Engine-wise, yes. I mean, that takeoff, that launch was just brilliant.
Okay, we got Hassad Anwar bringing up the rear in his N10. Remember, this is the man who invented the Indian flick. Let's hope he doesn't go into that this time.
Bob Kahugi quick on Ron Oakley's heels. He's on his tail. Let's see if he can beat him on the straights. No, Ron has a bit more power under the hood.
I'll tell you
but
something,
very close
Solo.
to each other.
Charan in that GC8 is clearing out.
Very much like a chip off the old block. Now we see where Rejville gets the juice from.
I'm telling you, these Tethys, they must have also had some energy in their cornflakes this morning. Because they're not playing games.
Powered into the corner, powered out. Look at Bob and Ron. Neck to neck. I think right now it's going to be about who takes a better angle, who takes a better lines. If Bob Kahugi is to get past Ron Oakley, he needs to make sure that his lines are clean and just waits for Ron to make one slight mistake. Power-wise, those cars are equally paired, so there's no other way he's going to take him.
I'll tell you what, you carry on there, Solo. I just want to listen to this GC8. If I hear the engine tone, I'll tell you if it is a GC8 you are running gear or it's been uprated. Let's hear it.
We've got Ron Oakley and we have got Bob Kahugi who've done the Joker. Assad is in fourth position at this point in time. Oh, Charan has built up quite a lead.
He has built up quite a lead, but the minimum that spec is, that is an N10 motor.
That sounds very much like a red
it hasn't got the rumble of the GC8. Guys are not playing here, people.
Let me listen to him as he goes.
You hear that?
Yeah. Definitely
N10,
not.
baby.
You know what?
Twin scroll turbo, you can hear that.
It will be very interesting to get some of this info when we go into the pits, just to find out a bit more. Ron racing with a bit of tape on his car. Bob Kahugi is still hot on his heels. Assad has actually cut down the gap between Bob and himself.
Yeah, it looks like he's progressively getting closer.
Still struggling on the corners though. The wet corner still giving him a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I think he's finding his way. It's not his usual way. He attacks from the get-go.
Charan is clearly not joking. Continue to build up on his lead. Ron and Bob, like two boys in a playground chasing each other. Neck to neck.
The grand old man, yeah?
Yep. Ron is building up a bit of a... Okay, Bob has slowed down. Doesn't have a greater part of the front bumper.
It looks like, this is my third Rallycross in a row. That car starts out impeccably.
And then,
it just gets progressively slower.
Again,
so they gotta rethink their preparation.
A lot.
Fair.
I would actually strip it completely. It's a beautiful car, very good engine. I think it just needs to be powered up, rebuilt completely from the ground up.
Yeah, because he is struggling. He's misfiring now. And the pace is all gone.
And this is when Assad takes advantage.
Yeah.
Better lines for him this time.
True.
Yeah.
Assad is struggling with that transition into the dirt from the tarmac. It's twice now I've seen he's gone a bit wide. And it's, spinning up the tires coming out.
I think he's more comfortable in the even.
You think so?
That's what I'm beginning to believe, yeah.
It's a car he regularly competes in, but he sold them. Musa from Uganda has acquired those vehicles. And yes, welcome Musa from Uganda, first time to Kenya Rallycross.
Let's see how this goes. Bob sounds like he's struggling. If you can listen to that engine.
He is, what a shame.
It's not boosting. Rejvir has now picked up his pace much faster, cleaner through the corners and the muddy areas. Ron is in second position comfortably, now chasing Charan. Assad in fourth position, Bob still in third. We hope that he can maintain that. They are on their final lap, ladies and gentlemen. We can see Charan going much faster and much cleaner through the corners. That engine does not sound good, right?
Yeah, he's not revving over 4 grand.
Let's see if Assad will take advantage of it, or if Bob can hold him off.
That Betika vehicle is in limp. He's not revving over 4,000. I'm surprised it has that will mean it has a standard ECU.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, coming around the last bend towards the checkered flag, we have Charan 30, closely followed by Ron Oakley. In third position, we might have Bob Kaugi.
It looks like Bob's going to hold on to it.
Yep.
With an ailing car. That is a feat in itself.
Limping out of this heat. If he can hold on to the straight, let's see if Assad will give him space. Oh no, he's not. Building up, cut down on that gap. Who will make it faster through the chicane?
He's got one more chance, Assad has. There is that hairpin from the tarmac into the dirt.
Let's see if he can take him on.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Bob, there it is. There it is. Let's see, does he take him?
Oh,
Bob, can you make it?
Shame.
Oh, no.
What a shame for Bob. On the last corner, Assad takes him.
Oh,
and that
Bob
is
in
not
fourth
because
position.
Bob was messing about. The car let him down so low.
Yeah. A lot needs to be done to this car. I think... I don't know.
Anyway, if you just joined us, we're at the Kasarani Safari Park, and it's the final round of the Rallycross of Motorsport Kenya. We will crown a champion at the culmination of this round or event. What do you say to that, Solo?
I can say we've had a beautiful season. For those who've not been part of this, first things first, results are out. Charan 30 in first position, Ron Oakley in second, Assad Anwar in third, Bob Kaugi in fourth. We should be having the cups. It is 11. Oh yeah, I told you.
You can hear them. You
I can
just
see the
heard
bug is
them.
coming
You
out.
didn't even look at your roster. You just heard that cup.
Yeah. and anyway, for me, I think this is where the
that's
future.
that loud-sounding Karamvir's one you heard.
Yes.
I know.
And I keep on saying there's something about how Karanvil drives. I'm sorry from jumping away from the legends, but there's something about how he drives. When I talked to him last time in the pits, he told me it's part of my strategy. If you're 10 years old and you have a strategy, then you need to be in government, because I'm saying...
Is he 10 years old?
He's at 12 if I'm not wrong. Between 10 and 12 if I'm not wrong.
Wow.
And he's given the rest of them, he's given Gitawa a headache, he has given Ian Bengi a headache, because he's very consistent on how he drives. Not to give away his strategy, because I figured it out. He's very clean on how he changes his lines, how he accelerates, rarely steps on the brakes, would rather lift off the brake than the accelerator than brake, and that helps him maintain a certain speed and still keep the car in a speed where he can still control it. So here are the highlights, ladies and gentlemen. Charan taking off from the beginning. Ron Oakley was quick on behind him. Bob Kaugi was doing extremely well until the Gremlins checked in. We really do hope that we can have that sorted.
Yeah,
the
it's
beauty
quite a shame, Solo. That car, it's a lovely looking car. It is an N12. It should be giving everybody grief.
And if you looked at how Jennifer started off with her first round, you'd see how much competition and how much spirit there is in this car. The beauty of what I love is we're not too far away from where their garage is located, so I hope they can actually fix the car before the next race. Congratulations to Charan, very good driving, well set up car as you say, and both he and his son Rejvir are driving extremely clean. races. So let's see how that continues. Ladies and gentlemen, this event has been brought to you by Aquamist, our title sponsors Betika, Standard Group Limited, Duma. We've got NCBA, we've got Oaks and Barrel, we've got Samara Hotels, we've got Live Eye, Africa Eco Services, JCB Ganatra, USN, Ferrari, and Events Africa.
Solo, turn your head, feast your eyes. I know it's your favorite class. I know.
Oh,
the
yes.
young gladiators. Lane 1, we have Karamveer Ruprai, 2 Ian Bengi, 3 Cheche Ababu, and 4 Gitao Munene. Ladies and gentlemen, Cubs it is. The buggies are out.
We are watching the future today because, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the future starts. This is how young they start. And this is where they actually start from. These are the Cubs. Gitao Munene is 12 years old. Karan Ruprai should not be younger than 12. Cheche Abavu is 14, but these are all young teenagers and they are out to show you how it will be done in the next coming years.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are off. Cheche Ababu taking off extremely well. And for those who don't know, Cheche Ababu switched from a 1300 Toyota Starlet GT engine, but minus a turbo. Is now operating in a manual vehicle. He has driven it for the last, I think, 2 autocross races, so he's a bit more comfortable with it. Gitao Munena, who is in 3rd position as we speak, driving car number 20, sponsored by Quavatel, is in 3rd position, driving this car for the first time. He's not tested it. It's a manual, and he's not driven a manual before, so it's a bit of a transition for him.
And he's
gone into the shot with
taken the Joker first up. Not a bad idea if you're lying in that position, watching the front runners. Now his strategy would be to reel them in, lap by lap.
What happened there?
That front wheel is locked up there.
Cheche Ababu has overshot, and Gitao Munene has taken him onto the straights and coming down. In 1st position, we have Ruprai in 1st position. Gitao Munene in 2nd, Cheche Ababu trying to catch up on the 3rd position. Karan Ruprai has he's gone off the track slightly.
Yeah, he took advantage of.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Ruprai's car is operating on 3 wheels.
Tire stuck under his buggy.
Whose tire is
it's
that?
all happening. That's Karamveer's.
Gitao Munene takes him on the corner. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting.
I tell you what, he was in the lead. He was last. He never got the whole shot. He went all the way to the lead, made a mistake, got a tire tuck under his car. Now he's in last position. He's got it all to do again. He's all over the place.
Remember, he's also driving a manual. He's not driven a manual before. This is his 2nd race with a stick shift. Not very easy transition, especially if you've been training with a buggy that had an auto gearbox. Now they're trying to prepare for next year. That's why everybody has shifted straight to the stick shift.
And I believe they've now all taken the Joker.
Yep.
So it's a straight fight to the finish. We are on the 2nd lap. The 1st lap was full of action.
Hey, Gitao Munene is in the lead. Cheche Ababu in 2nd position, closely followed by Karan Ruprai. This is good.
Mistakes.
Picking up on where others make mistakes and trying to make sure that you keep yours and your lines clean. Now, oh no.
Another spin, is it?
Same corner.
The rear wheel drive buggies are having it all to do. They're not having an easy time of it. But what it's done for us, it's got them closer. So this will be an interesting finish.
Cheche Ababu in 1st, Gitao Munene in 2nd, followed by Ruprai in 3rd. Does it remain that way? Let's get to see how it continues. It's actually much better for them, the fact that the track has dried up quite a bit. They've got more ideas of where they can choose their line based on what we're seeing out there. More of the lines have dried, so they can either take it wide or take it close in. Rupra is still struggling with the stick shift. Gitao second position. Cheche seems more comfortable.
Oh, look at this, look at this. He's through.
I spoke too
Karamvir
soon.
is through. So who's in the lead? Is it
As we
Cheche?
speak, Cheche Babu is in first position, closely followed by Ruprai and Gitao Munene in third. Shifting gears it seems to be Gitao's mistake, and that's a problem that he seems to be facing right now. Okay, Gitao has stopped. I don't know why. Seems to be something wrong with the buggy. Cheche is comfortably in the lead, closely followed by Ruprai. Hopefully we'll get a shot on what's happening with Gitao.
He stopped on track, has he?
Yeah, he stopped at the bend right before the tarmac. Cheche comfortably in the lead. He's slowed down a bit more comfortable. Knows he's winning. Ruprai not too far behind him. We'll try and figure out what has happened to Gitao Munene.
That's such a shame for Gitao. It switched off on track. People going to assist and see what's going on.
Remember, as I said, they've been struggling to switch engines. So last week he was driving a 1000cc Vitz engine, and this week he's driving a 1500cc. So
I'll tell you what, Solo, that gap between Cheche and Karamvir is closing.
Karanvir is not joking.
He's not playing for
I
sure.
told you, he's very careful on how he chooses his lines. Drives a very technical race.
Well, he's made his mistakes. They're in the past. So he's just focusing on what's in front of him, and it's Cheche.
Cheche, does he make it through the? Yep, he does. Clean corner. Can Ruprai catch up with him? No, he can't.
Well, they both get through cleanly.
So this is their final lap, ladies and gentlemen.
It's close now.
Wait. Karanvir's buggy does sound like an auto.
It is still auto, yes.
It still is auto.
And the other young men are still in there, have changed to manual, but Karamvir is still automatic.
Now, how he drives, I remember what I told you. Listen to him accelerating. He doesn't put his foot on the brake, he just lets off on the gas. And somehow he manages to maintain his pace all through the corner.
Coasting into a corner, that's what it's called.
Powers out. So if you listen to his buggy, and will he take Cheche on the last bend?
It's tight.
Will he?
They're neck and neck. They're neck and neck.
Oh! That was close. That was close.
They're on it. They're on it. Oh, let's see how it goes here.
Does he make it?
The two buggies.
Can Cheche take him? This is where the manual gearbox gives you an advantage.
One more corner to decide who wins
this
heat. The Cubs. It's
tight.
tight. Oh! They've taken each other out.
Ow! Oh, not out.
Lord.
Okay.
I think
Can you start on board?
Karamvir
has
front
broken his
tires
bug.
off.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I think that's it for the buggy.
Cheche started and has driven out. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen.
So basically what happened there, Karamvir just tried to cut in the inside and push Cheche wide. It didn't work. He went bang into the side of him. He's broken his front suspension. The front right wheel is totally off the buggy.
This just goes to show you how competitive it is, even in the RX Cubs category.
For
these
sure.
These are teenagers, but the level of competition is just, I don't know. So
that looks sad.
We've got the safety team who are going to be trying to sort him out. So first they get him out to safety.
He's out. He's fine.
He's fine.
But unless they have spares for that vehicle, that looks terminal.
I think at this point in time, it's good to mention the fact that, remember, this is extremely, extremely safe. The drivers have what you have bucket seats with safety harnesses that fasten him. Let's not say fasten. It's like he's been stuck by super glue. He cannot move from that seat.
Yeah.
Then the roll cage has been built in a way that even if there is impact, the driver still remains safe. Now the helmet and the what do you call it?
The fire retardants.
Yes, everything the kit is wearing,
suit, the gloves, the socks, the boots.
Yeah.
It's all a must in motorsport, and that's because of safety.
Yes. So we can see them trying to push Gitao Munene's buggy. The issue seems to be, looks like it's something to do with the starting.
Such a shame for the two young lads there because it was such a competitive heat.
So let's get to see the results for this particular category. Cheche Babu is the only person who's managed to cross the line today. Unfortunately, the two other contestants, Vitamu Nene stalled out first. We had to understand what happened to his vehicle. And Karamvir, oh, look at that. Look at those highlights. Cheche was ready for the takeoff.
Yeah.
Launched quite well.
The biggest reaction time.
Started
And got the whole
extremely
shot.
well. Maintained it all through. Overshot on the first turn, and so did Karamvir. That is where there was damage. You can see, look at his front wheel. It's not moving.
It was
So
locked and then
that's,
it's...
yes.
It freed up.
Again, out on the right side. So there's been quite a bit of damage and impact on that side. That buggy has received quite a beating this heat.
A bit of,
Guitar
a
spinning
bit of a
out.
change from your Karambi is usually very clean,
Yeah.
you know, but competition does that.
It does that.
You know?
This,
Well, his entry was too tight. He was never going to turn that
no,
way.
not at that speed.
Not at that speed.
Not at that speed. Ladies and gentlemen, remember this event has been brought to you by Betika, Aquamist, Standard Group, Duma. We have Cox and Barrels, Samara Hotels, Ferrari, Events Africa, USN Live Eye. We have got NCBA, we've got JCB, Ganatra, and Africa Eco Services. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rallycross. So ladies and gentlemen, remember this event has been brought to you by Aquamist, Betika, Standard Group, Duma, NCBA, RX Motorsports. We've got Cox and Barrels, Samara Hotels, Ferrari, Events Africa, USN, Live Eye, who are making this broadcast possible, and Betika. As we see right now, we've got the second category of the young cubs who are coming up. Interesting to see a couple of new names, and I think that's where you get to see the sport growing. Last time we had 3 buggies. This time we've got 6 buggies, and I think that's brilliant to see just how much more we are getting. We've got Alan Bengi, we've got Tommy Kavanagh, we've got Yuvraj representing Tundo Motorsports. Let's see how these young gentlemen can do. Remember, they have been paired up based according to their age and their skills. Nice to see that Tommy has come all the way from the bingo. This buggy had been accumulating a bit of salt by the sea. He'll be a new entrant and he'll be one to watch out for. We've got Yuvraj, who's also new to this particular event. So let's get to see. All the buggies have been lined up, well spaced. Let's see if the competition is as serious as what we saw earlier on. I think the race between Gitao Munene, Cheche Babu and Ruprai was, Karambil Ruprai was extremely, actually neck to neck, if you ask me. And it's unfortunate that Ruprai was taken out by a broken wheel. Gitao Munene seems to have had a seized engine. Remember, this is a new engine that just put into the buggy. It kind of conked out at one of the bends, and that was it. They've not been able to start the car, but they should be able, and I hope, to get it back on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, we prepare to start the races. 5 minutes.
Yeah,
let's see how this goes.
Solo has just informed you, this is the Group B of the Cubs. They're all online. Alan Bengi, Tommy Kavanagh, and Yuvraj Rajput lining up to do battle.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're just about to take off. 3 buggies.
This buggy class Solo is growing.
Yep. 6 buggies in today. And oh, Tommy off. Hey,
Tommy
okay,
and Alan.
okay. I'm sorry, Yuvraj is in the lead. Tommy in second
Yuvraj,
position. Ian in third position. That's a
Alan bringing up the rear. That was a really quick takeoff.
And that's a really fast buggy.
It is quick. It is quick.
Now remember, Tommy's buggy is a two-seater, slightly wider. I assume slightly heavier. Yuvraj is very fast on the corners. Track has dried out now, so these cubs are enjoying fruits of their fathers spinning out earlier in the morning. Yuvraj just about to hit the tarmac in a few seconds. Tommy very close behind him. Ian Bengi in the back. Look at how he's going down those straights.
Yeah, I hear the manual. I hear the manual.
And his shifting is very smart. He waits until he gets to the chicane, closer to the tires, and then off he goes. Ian is just hitting the tarmac. Let's see how they do round the straight again.
It's too much.
Yuvraj in first position. Tommy in second. Much smarter, much faster. Oh, slightly spinning out there, but he's managed to control the vehicle and back onto the road. Tommy driving quite clean.
And you say he's come all the way from the bingo, from the coast?
All the way from the coast, man.
Wow. That's commitment for you, is it not?
Tells you. A chip off the old block. For those who remember the name Alistair Kavanagh.
One of our legends of Kenyan rally, am I correct?
Very true, very true, very true. Ian also driving quite clean. He's also a chip off the old block. If you see how he drives during autocross, he's very clean on his corners, technical on how he chooses his lines, and very competitive also. It's just interesting to see how Yuvraj has just come out of nowhere, and look at him on the straight. His control, his gearing, his shifting, double clutching.
In terms of learning, I mean, you know.
Not letting off the pedal on the...
I'm sure it helps when your dad's Eric Bengi, you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, man. Yuvraj taking off, putting some pace between Tommy and himself.
I think the Group B of the Cubs is they're a lot more spaced out. Competition is not as tight.
Yes,
you know.
Very true.
I think they're all running their own race. But having said that, they're also learning the track, so the next round could be fire.
And there again, you don't know who you're going to be racing against. What I like is something you mentioned about these particular drivers don't seem like they're succumbing to pressure. The previous drivers appear to have a lot of pressure. That's the competitiveness amongst themselves.
True that, Solo, but bear in mind they were also a lot more competitive with each other.
Yes. Yes.
The first round,
yes.
you know,
Yes.
They were more closely matched, I would say, you know, judging by the gaps of this round.
Listen to that.
That's Yuvraj in the lead, yeah?
Yes, Yuvraj in the lead, yeah.
Went a bit wide there, clipped the curve, but it didn't really hinder him at all.
Tommy has just hit the tarmac. I'd love to know what he's running in this buggy also. Sounds very different.
And not as powerful, I might add.
No, not as powerful. Ian Bengi seems to be the slower one of the three drivers. Still driving clean, neat, technical. Also not lifting off the accelerator as he comes through the chicane.
Tommy hitting the cutout there on the straight going past us. So he's trying.
Yuvraj is just in a class of his own.
Yeah, you're right. Slight power disadvantages as well there.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That buggy of Yuvraj's looks really quick.
I would actually want to know how much it weighs and compared to the rest of the buggies. Yuvraj just seems to be very comfortable. Yeah, man. Very comfortable with his driving, loving the track. He should be coming up for this final lap, if I'm not wrong. We get to see that is, yes, he is. His final lap. Very comfortable in the lead. Shifting down before as he goes in the corners and then powering out.
I must say, sort of the track is a lot drier. You can see them carrying a lot more speed into that transition from the asphalt into the dirt. I mean, they were tiptoeing in there first thing in the morning.
Ian Bengi now hitting the tarmac. Tommy going through his last lap.
Yeah, I mean, Yuvraj, he's got it cased.
Yeah.
You know, he's dialed in on this one.
He's got a good car.
Yeah, it's going, but he's getting quicker and quicker. His lines are good. He's staying on the dry line. And he's reaping the benefits.
Yep. And here he comes. What? One more lap?
That's Alan coming through to start his last lap.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, I can see the checkered flag being pulled out. Does he make it?
Takes the last hairpin. Oh, before the finish.
Gets a bit tail happy.
Yeah, a bit overzealous there, don't you think?
But look at him enjoying himself.
Yeah, he's warming tires in the last lap.
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh,
Rajput wins.
Very good driving there.
That round. Tommy coming through to the hairpin. The last hairpin before he hits the finish straight. He keeps it all together, nice and clean.
Yep. Feels like he's missing his navigator. Two-seater drive.
Tommy Kavanagh comes through to take second place.
We have Ian Bengi now coming down the last straight. That's it. As he comes round the last corner, clean, neat, very taking. I suppose what I told you. He's very calculative on how he takes his corners.
Yeah. No, I like his driving. He's very clean.
He will be there eventually.
Alan Bengi comes through to finish third in the Group B of the Cubs. Right. These are. We get to now the final. Event of Heat 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Bengi goes into the service bay. That is the end of the Cubs race. We should be having the results are coming up. Yep, you've Rajput, Tommy Kavina, and Alan Bengi. That was the second heat. That was the first heat for the second group of Cubs. RX Cubs B, they have just finished their races, and we should be having them preparing for the next heat. If you can see the highlights, Kavina, Tommy Kavina, and Rajput took off quite well. Rajput has a much powerful buggy, much faster, much more experienced, if you asked me, and that has actually paid off today. Very clean in his corners. Only spun out, I think, once. Calculated corners, calculated lines, did extremely well. Went through the mud. You can see him splashing, but you know what?
You see that nose
He
dive?
was, yeah,
He
determined.
didn't even blink an eye, man.
The same, if you notice earlier on, Bob Gaugi also went through the same line, dived
He
and,
also nose
yes,
dived,
and
yeah.
lost, I think, a bit of his bumper there. There we have Rajput going through the checkered flag. Beautiful race. Congratulations to the young gentleman. Let's get to see how else and what else will be coming up next. For those who've just tuned in, welcome to the RX Motorsports, ladies and gentlemen. This event has been brought to you by NCBA, Aquamis, Wilken, Betika, Africa Equal Services, Live Eye. We've got Top Fry, Capras Sugars, Event Africa, and Cox and Barrels. And for those of you who love your cuckoo, well, we've got some Kenchik. So choose your pieces, enjoy your chicken. The rest or thighs, we have them all.
Second car. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, team event champions. Eric Bengi gets the whole shot in the Evo 9. Baldev Chaga closely follows him in the red N10.
Andrew Morore aggressively charging and taking over third position.
And bringing up the rear, we have the outgoing African rally champion, Leroy Gomes from Zambia.
Eric Bengi driving extremely aggressively, very fast on the corners. It's much drier, it's much easier for them. They're enjoying the drive.
Leroy goes straight for the Joker first time out. The best thing to do when you're bringing up the rear, get it out the way and try and claw back.
Eric Bengi still in the lead, just getting onto the tarmac and onto the straight. Closely followed by Baldev Chaga, Andrew Moirore.
Hey, can you hear that Evo 9 of Eric's?
Yep.
Spitting fire, baby. He's in the mood. Look at him go. He's just gapping them with gay abandon. I promise you, Eric is on fire.
So for those people who are saying that early on that this guy is not fast enough, remember, it was extremely wet. Carol was struggling with controlling the car in the corners.
Yeah, most definitely, Solo. The conditions have greatly improved from first thing in the morning. There is a clear dry line. But having said that, if you get off that dry line, the problems will set in.
You can see Eric taking handbrake turning around those bends, really enjoying himself. Eric comfortably in the lead and onto the tarmac he goes. In the shot we can see Andrew Morore, and yes, here we have Eric Bengi hitting the straights, powering down the straight there through the chicane like it didn't exist.
Can you hear it? Can you hear that 9?
Yep. There comes Baldev Chaga also charging down the straight. There comes Eric going back into.
This is when you have those
gravel
the fans of certain brands, you know. Evos are better, Subarus are better. They can have the argument now.
Evil. Well,
you fear no evil. No pun intended. No, Eric is really on fire.
Let me tell you, I'm loving how
teeth.
Andrew is also driving.
He got the whole shot and he is clearing off into the distance. Very aggressive but clean line.
Leroy Gomez now getting I think he's actually getting a bit more comfortable in the car.
He's getting the feel for it. You know, he's never driven a Subaru.
No. That's interesting. And then again, this is something new for him.
It is new, you know, but he's so geared up and chuffed about it, you know. It's so exciting. We've never had this in Zambia.
Baldev Chaga is cutting the distance between him and Eric Bengi, but once they hit the straights, Eric is gone. Eric is handbrake turning in around those bends like he's never turned before.
Is that gap closing? You think so, Solo?
Wait, let's see. How many seconds is that?
Let's check it out.
No.
Hang on, you might be right. It's staying, I think it's staying like status quo. You know?
Yeah. And then Andrew Moirore and Leroy Gomez. Gomez is actually catching up with Andrew.
Yeah,
Andrew seems to be slowing down again. There seems to be something wrong with that car, as you said. Each time it comes out.
They've worked on it. It's sounding a bit better than the last round, but it doesn't sound perfect, should I say.
What happens is after the first 2 laps, it goes back into, let's see.
Yeah, it's actually fine at the moment. Leroy is catching him. So Leroy, this is a slight change from his Ford Fiesta R5, you know. But it's all about fun. He's so geared to be here and enter a rallycross, which we've never had in Zambia.
The fact that he's come out with his son is actually testament enough to show you that he's come out here to have fun. He's come out here to give the young lad some experience, something different, a taste of some Kenyan racing among some of Kenya's best drivers. I think Ian is going through his final lap right now, and so is Baldev Chaga. Will he gap him? Will he get him? There is Leroy against Eric, against Andrew. Will he?
Versus Leroy.
I have a feeling coming back up, Leroy will overtake Andrew. If you can see what's on the screen right now, he's literally on his bumper.
Thing is, they're
Just
coming
waiting
to
for
their
that
last lap
opportunity.
solo, you know, and all he has to do is keep that car in the middle of the
Take
track.
it. Will you take him? Will you
Leroy's
take
got
him?
it. Looks like
you
he's
take
got
him?
it.
Yes,
Oh,
I told
yes,
you.
he's
I
got
told
it.
you. I
No,
told you.
Solo, you're a soothsayer. You.
Woo!
He's not a commentator. He's a predictor. Anybody needs their fortune told, come over to the sports complex here at Kasarani. Solo is here. He's going to tell you what's happening tomorrow,
I'm a
baby.
tarot card reader. Come on out and I'll tell you your future. This puts a lot of pressure on Andrew Morori right now because he actually ends up being the person he needs to beat. Eric Benke is done. Baldev Chaga has finished his race.
Baldi's come through to take second, you're right.
And
Leroy finding his feet in Rallycross has overtaken
the
Andrew.
gap between Leroy and Eric is now growing. He has taken it, ladies and gentlemen. Third position goes out to Leroy Gomez on his first outing here at the Rallycross. Beautifully driven. You can see he's much faster. He looks like he's enjoying himself now.
He is enjoying himself. And I might add, he's just been voted for the Zambia Motorsport Association Vice President for Rally.
Ah.
So that's a position he's just taken on now. So we're here to enjoy, to participate as Zambians, and we're also here taking ideas solo. So we can take this back home and start our own championship. And who knows, in the future we could have a cross-border championship.
That would actually be extremely good if we can actually since we're the predecessors to this, learn from our mistakes, learn from where we're doing it right, and take it down south, help them also build on this. We could actually have a time when our drivers come all the way down to Zambia, your drivers come up this way, improve the sport in Africa, increase the competition, and again, just have ourselves a good time. As you can see on the screen right now, those are the drivers clapping for the Team Betika team that is driving into Service Park. Ladies and gentlemen, final results: Eric Bengi in first position, Baldev Chaga second, Leroy Gomez in third position, Andrew Morore from Team Betika takes fourth position. He was in third for a greater part of the race until Leroy Gomez passed him, so that was beautifully driven by Leroy Gomez. Let's get to see if this continues. If this is just the morning heats, let's get to see if they can actually maintain their form. We can see a small crowd beginning to build. Where are you? Why are you not here? Here are the highlights for the event. Eric Bengit was fast off the starting line. Man, he took off like he was the only one, and he was aggressive and very fast from the beginning, from the get-go. He didn't ease up. No. I think he's walked. Oh yes, they did. They went around the track early on in the morning. He's seen all the mistakes the previous drivers has made, and then he's lucky enough to have the entire track dry. So there are more lines for you to choose, better lines for you, drier lines for you to choose. So as you can see in the highlights, driving extremely well, very fast. Congratulations to Eric Bengi and his team. As you said again, preparation of the vehicle is very key. So he has done tremendously well. Ladies and gentlemen, quickly telling you our sponsors, the people who made this event possible: NCBA, Aquamist, Wilken, we've got Betika, we've got Live Eye who are making this live broadcast possible, JCB, Ganatra, Africa Eco Services, we've got Avenue Healthcare, SBS Power, Cabras, Top Fry, we've got iAfrica and Cabras. Ladies and gentlemen, RX as a last edition for the year, but you know what? We'll be back next year, bigger, better, more drivers, more competition, and more for you. But for today, come on down to Kasarani, join us. Having ourselves a beautiful time, man. The sun is out, clouds are gone, no threat of any rain coming now or anytime soon. Oh man, where are you? What you doing? Why are you not here? Come on down and let's join us.
You need to listen, people. Listen to Solo. He is telling God's own truth. Okay, people, that's it. That brings an end to the first heat for all events, for all competitors. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with Heat 2.
can't hear the director, or you can't hear him, or it's Mic 1. 1.